And we're back here at Indianapolis Colts training camp. It is interesting day. The plan is to continue outside, even though it's kind of spritzing right now. So we'll see what happens. It may get moved inside if it starts to rain heavily, but right now it's just a little bit of spritz and it's nice. It's not 800,000 degrees outside. Got a strong wind though coming in from the west. Some things we're gonna get an eye on. Juju Brents obviously out yesterday, or came back yesterday. We're gonna get a look at him. Obviously the quarterback competition. And then with the pads on, we're gonna get a good look at the trenches, see what the defensive line, offensive line looks like. Stay tuned as we continue to give you the Indianapolis Colts training camp that you deserve.
Yeah, he's on his way.
And we're recording. Awesome.
Yeah, he's gonna be a few more.
Say hi to everybody, guys.
What up, Lawrence?
What's up? How are you doing?
What's going on?
Sorry that it's not a little bit warmer and a little bit more gloomy out here, but you know.
I mean, I'll take this over 105 degrees like it was last year.
There's no question. I looked at the weather and I was like, 72 and the humidity isn't gonna kill me?
No.
Fantastic.
As long as it don't rain too much, because this costs too much.
Yeah, get one of those one of those covers, you know,
Right.
Like those plastic covers.
A little sprinkle here and there ain't gonna do nothing, but. Woohoo! Did you even say hi? Hi.
I think so. Hi,
Hi.
camera. Hi, everybody. Hi, YouTube, whoever it is.
Look at all the people already out here. Holy crap. Wow.
I had to make sure I got a parking spot.
Oh, I showed up an hour and a half early and all the media was taken up. I'm like, holy crap, I'm an hour and a half early and media's already taken. How in the world does that don't even compute? Looky there, guy with a Marlon Mack shirt.
Oh, Austin, I just texted him. Where are you?
Hopefully he'll be my co-host soon enough. Say hi. Say hi. There's quite a bit of Marlon Macks out here. Oh no, that's Thomas. Good. We got Thomas the second. Say hi, Destin.
So I was trying to figure out what the best way, but you can slide through those. Like, I don't know if that's like the route that they want us to take, but I don't know where else.
I've always just went right through there and then moved the fence.
Well, they have like a legit fence around it now.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, that's why I like I think so. Alright, I'm walking away. I'm gonna find out.
Yeah, it's interlocked too, so you can't. Let's try going that way.
Huh?
Let's try going this way and see what happens.
Well, no, you can. But we're just not allowed to take the field till 140.
Oh, I'm not allowed to do Colts City. I could do the fans.
You're crazy.
Absolutely. Kind of excited about seeing Juju today. And see how the...
Actually, glad to be able to get some footage.
Everybody say hi.
Bob's coming up with it Thursday.
stand?
Yeah.
Should I take it? No one else comes to y'all today?
Nope. He said he's gonna make it work today.
We're just gonna get some video of fans rolling in.
I'm not gonna expect you to take it on Thursday. But no one told me those videos weren't even his. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah, I was like,
The hell?
Well, I hope it don't rain too much.
You messaged me and he did.
I'd hate to have to take my
yeah, they're not even his.
hate to have to take my shirt off to do recordings.
But she even put it in like this one thing.
I thought him and Lucas in the standing area that day.
Right.
That's why they were posting all the videos. That's where I just thought they were there that day.
I don't know. Lucas went.
No.
You know, I always laugh when I take these shots between like blank and
Oh, careful.
training camp.
You're not here.
I was like, dude, he's in New Orleans.
Just get in the
Yeah. That's fine. I'll try to come up here as much as possible. I think I've been out here 6 times. Yeah. I don't. I went into the indoor the one day that we went. But
Yeah.
I didn't come yesterday. You know, indoors.
Last year I came every day, but
Yeah.
me
I got
and
tickets this year.
Loyalist.
I got tickets this year for every day. Like when they first released them, I just got 4 for every single day, just in case I wanted to come.
Mm-hmm.
And I've just given them out to people, like when it hasn't worked out to come. But I mean, overall, I'm writing a lot with this new job. It's like I'm just cranking things out, man.
I've noticed.
I have to. So I mean, it's not all on the Colts, but
Yeah.
like it's 25 a week.
Holy crap.
But that's like, I'll do some stuff with Texans. I did a thing about the Lions the other day.
Word minimum?
Huh?
No.
Oh no, some of those breaking news ones I crank out in like 180 words. That's how you get there.
I was gonna say.
And then I actually spend time and do what I want to do with my Colts.
It's like 25 articles, 500 words or more. What?
No. Yeah,
That's a lot of money I'm making because
you got to have 150 You have to have 150 words to be on Google. So after that, it doesn't really matter.
And I remember back when I started writing for full press coverage, and then they were like, "You want to be the editor?" And I was like, "That's too much work." No.
Do you write it off and believe, or are they just podcasts?
I only do. They do have articles and stuff and things of that nature, but I only do video. Only video and audio.
Yeah.
Because I did the writing thing for about 2 years, like I said, for full press, and that's just a lot of work. It is.
You know the best way to take the field with all these tents up? I didn't know who was live, so I just didn't know it was me.
That's what I thought. Just slide in.
Is there a path you'd rather us take? Would you rather us like go around? Okay.
Go around. All good.
Appreciate it. That's what I said. I've never been out here with all these tents around. I didn't even know like, what the hell.
Well, not this year anyhow. Last year I was. All right, looky there. Oh my. Oh, I like this. I like this. They put this down for the field. This is soft. What's going on? Hi.
How's it going? Said he thought it was.
Oh yeah, it was him. Yeah, he did.
Let's get a look at some of the. I don't see the red lines anymore. Oh, there they is. Okay. All the fans. Hello. All depends. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. There he is.
Please mix it on TikTok.
You see that?
We have sites that we want to pay you for them because no one is posted your
Just on, and on, and on. Wow.
There's not a picture of the Jaguars last year because he was in a baseball time. So like, I didn't see him. Right now.
All right. Fun times. You want to do it before, or it's already here? So just a picture. It's everything. So it's video. You can just say hi.
Say hi together?
Yeah, hi.
Oh, hi, everybody. What's going on?
Indianapolis Colts camp.
Yeah.
What do you think of camp?
Well, I'm happy to be here, and there's been a little drama. There's been a little drama with Jonathan Taylor, and as he continues to work through his ankle issue, Lawrence. But I really, there's a lot of other good to be watching, which is, I would start with the quarterback, Anthony Richardson. I understand yesterday was probably his best practice yet, despite working with the twos, and the upside of this guy is tremendous, not only as a person, but as a player. The arm talent it's a gift from God, and hopefully the Colts can, put the chemistry together around him, and we'll see who shakes out to win the quarterback battle between he and Gardner.
Yeah, that'd be very interesting because they're two completely different quarterback styles, really. One's got this cannon for an arm. The other guy's got that veteran experience that knows how to manipulate defenses and stuff. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how that shakes out.
That's a great point by you, and I guess it'll all come down to how soon do we want to get Anthony Richardson, who's the 4th overall pick, game-like reps. Is he ready enough for those? And if so, throw him in there and get him some experience, because with 13 starts at Florida, he's looking to play, and hopefully for Colts fans play early. But I know Gardner's had a really good camp too, and he's solid. He knows Shane's offense. I'm really pumped about Shaq coming back on the defensive side of the ball. Shaquille Leonard, of course, and to see what he's been through over the last 2 years, and now he's finally able to return to 7-on-7, 11-on-11 regular practice. Now he can really test out his body and match that up to the mental part of the game. And we actually get to talk to him on NFL Network.
Oh, that is so awesome. Yeah, I remember yesterday I was watching some interviews with him, and he's talking about how there's fear coming back from the injury and stuff, and you got to kind of play through that, shake it off to be able to move on from it. So.
Oh, no question. Yeah, you're I remember a long time ago, I tore my ACL, and I remember going back to play and how fearful. You don't ever want to admit that, but there is some fear there. That, am I going to be the same? I ended up being stronger than before, and hopefully Shaq has that experience.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my friend.
Sorry for hitting you with the video and stuff like that.
Oh, it's okay.
I appreciate it.
Why would they read
All right, Colts fans, what's up? How we doing? Sunday, fun day. Yeah. Today is day number 8 of Colts training camp. Welcome to Graham Park. We have a sold-out crowd. Colts Nation in full house. Make some noise. 7,000 strong here. We're going to practice until 3:45 this afternoon. Right? So
The entire end zone is available.
Look out. We have 2 different fields, all right? We got a field to the left, a field to the north. We're calling that field 1. And a field to the south, we're calling that field 2. 7-on-7 and those 11-on-11 periods. Today, those are happening on field 1. All right, so anybody down here that hears that piece of information, again, 7-on-7 and 11-on-11 periods, that's happening on field 1. That's this field to the north over to the left. So I know it's crammed today, it's sold out, but if anybody wants to move and kind of snuggle in and wiggle in, now would be a good time to do it if we have some nooks and crannies here in the grandstand. Also, too, for a reminder, from a safety standpoint, we're doing a great job of it so far, but if we could move quickly and efficiently up and down the concourse and stay off the railing, just for safety purposes, that way, obviously, we're not going to fall on the field, but it just helps everybody navigate the runway, the concourse, so we can go to the bathroom and get food and all of that during practice today from 2 to 3:45 during the workout. All right, here's a rundown of what you can expect to see today here at practice. We will start at 2 o'clock with a team stretch. That's going to happen on field 2. As you look out, 2 different sets of jerseys. If you are new to Graham Park here for the first time watching practice, the defensive players are in white and the offensive players are donning the blue. When we break up for individual periods, the defense will stay on field 2. Again, that's the field to the right. If you're looking at the grandstands or looking out from the grandstands, the offensive players will be in blue. They're going to be on field number 1. Our first practice period following the team stretch is special teams, field goal and field goal block, and kickoff return. So a jam-packed special teams period right out of the gate. Then we're going to break up into individual drills. Again, the offense will be on field 1, defense on field 2. Our first team period, 11-on-11 today, is a focus on red zone. 16 plays on field 1. That'll be followed by 7-on-7, also on field 1. Back to special teams after that. The focus and concentration there is on punt. And then a big time jam-packed way to close out practice today. A bunch of team periods. We're moving the ball at the minus 40-yard line. So in your own territory, starting at your 40-yard line, 10 plays, moving the ball down the field. Then we're going live team. All right, so a lot of contact there at the minus 35-yard line in your own territory, calling it the line of scrimmage with the quarterbacks. Then we'll break up again to another team period at the minus 25-yard line. So stacked up kind of deep in your own territory there, calling it at the line of scrimmage once more. And then we close out practice today around 3:35 to 3:45, a 2-minute drill. 2 different groups, 2-minute drill, trying to get points at the end of a half, end of a game simulation. So again, we're kind of catching a break today in terms of the heat and the weather. Some overcast skies ahead. We'll keep an eye on the weather. Rain looks good in terms of it holding off until the practice is over today. But what a crowd here today. Again, make some noise. Give it up for the Indianapolis Colts. And welcome to Graham Park. Let's get better today, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out. Let's go.
Dudes in the way. Alright guys, so I had to actually mute the sound for this part because they are playing music in the background and I don't want to get this, lit up on, you know what I'm saying. So we're going to sit here and kind of just talk through it. Obviously, I'm moving the camera right now because of the simple fact that, there's different things going on in different areas. So just FYI on that right here. I kind of wanted to get a little look at the offensive line, like I said. Right here, they're kind of doing a few drills between the offensive line and the quarterbacks, as you can see. It's just quick stuff. Before they had problems with the snaps, right? Getting the ball. You had, I think, 3 dropped snaps, like miscommunications in snaps earlier. I think it was yesterday. So they were working on that there. Here we got some field goal tries with our new kicker, So it is what it is. We got some kicking going on. He's practicing out. And this was absolutely fun. It was a little chilly, believe it or not. It was in the low 70s as opposed to what I was fully expecting it in the 80s or so. But, all right, we're getting back here to some of the actual, I think I ended up talking to a few people right here. My bad, right? I ended up talking to some people and left the camera just kind of sitting there on this group of guys. I wish they'd say hi. They probably don't even know that they're being videotaped. But it's okay. All right, looks like I'm back with the camera now. We got our quarterbacks over here throwing around. Gardner Minshew, obviously. He's been working tough. He's been looking really good, in all honesty. Now, he doesn't have the super zip that Anthony Richardson has on the football, and he's not obviously the 6'12", 290-pound freaking absolute beast monster train, but he's a wily vet, knows how to get things done, and he's been looking actually pretty good. But there's been a lot of good stuff that we've seen from Anthony Richardson as well, without any question. Looks like I picked up and moved the camera probably to get a better angle. That's exactly what it was. Yes, because I wasn't getting a good angle earlier. So I moved that around. There's Alec Pierce running across the field there. Alec had another fantastic catch today. Absolute fantastic catch. For a touchdown, believe it or not. It was beautiful. Over the shoulder throw. Strawn also had a nice catch today, which was nice. Now, he had 2 throws to him along the sidelines. One, he went up. He didn't attack the football. He didn't use his body. He didn't go up strong for the ball, and it fell incomplete. The defensive back made a play on it. The second time, it seemed like he kind of, in all honesty, it seemed like he kind of, learned from that earlier mistake, because he went out there and just balled. He went up strong, caught the ball. Fans went crazy. So that's a big deal right there. Just remember, keep your eye on Strawn. Looks like he is learning on a day-to-day basis, really, this training camp, which is absolutely fantastic to hear. What do we got here? We're still looking at the quarterbacks throwing around. There's Kenny Moore. He was very active today, even though he could not participate in team workouts. He was out there doing individuals with himself, just working out on the sidelines, which tells you where his mindset is, right? His mindset right now is 100% get better, whether he can play with the team or whether he has to do it on his own. And that's big props to Kenny Moore. So that's something that I was really surprised in seeing. Another thing that look at this. That's just stupid. He just jumped backwards and sideways. Anthony Richardson jumped backwards and sideways. Watch this. He's just lobbing, 40-yard passes. That's freaking amazing, the things that Anthony Richardson can do. Now, granted, there are other guys that we've seen been able to do that. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes, we've seen him do it. We've seen Josh Allen do stuff like that. But the Indianapolis Colts ain't had nothing like that in years and years and years, if ever. Andrew Luck was a fantastic quarterback. We've seen him falling down, falling forward, and throw a perfect strike for, a big long pass. But, we just don't see that every day. Minshew just looks so stoic doing it. My cat is yelling at me, wanting attention while I'm sitting here recording this. So, just FYI, if you hear the cat, then that's exactly what that is. We'll see some other things that I noticed today. That dude right there is a beast when it comes to the RPO. When he takes that ball and he reads and he runs a run-pass option. There was 2 plays. One, 7-on-7s, he took from like 20 yards out for a touchdown. All right. Yeah, that good. And then there was another one during team drills where he RPO'd, where the run was kind of a off tackle to the left, and he held it and took off to the right. No one. Everyone bit on the handoff. He was out there on the right by himself. Would not have been touched for at least 15 yards. They blew the whistle dead because it was over. I mean, he had one guy to beat, and that was the safety. And he could have went 60 yards because they were running these at the 40s. All right, so Anthony Richardson, when it comes to running the football, he's going to be a fantastic flash, like just someone who's going to be bringing a lot of energy just to the seats, right? When you're going to watch the game, you're going to be on the edge of your seat every time the ball is snapped in his hand. But does that mean that he's ready to start, to play every snap, every down? I don't know. I honestly don't know. He had a lot of batted passes today. In all honesty, dude, Shaquille Leonard had probably the second best defensive play of the night, which is nice to say, right? Because Shaq Leonard has, this is only like his second day out there, or third day, and in full contact practice. And he was maybe 7-8 yards off the ball. Anthony Richardson launches the ball, and he launched a rocket. And somehow Leonard was running away from the pass and was able to stop, jump, reach back with those big old paws of his and hit the ball. Almost came up with the interception, but it kind of fell out. So still made a heck of a play. Shaq looks like he could be fully 100% back. He's just got to get over, that fear of, the injury that he already had and the surgeries and being off basically for, over a year, right? And then, of course, get fully back into health right here. And then we got these guys doing their warm-up stretches and stuff like that, which offense and defense both do, before, team drills and things of that nature. There's a stretch at the end of this, I'm just going to forewarn you, where they're doing actual team drills. You're not allowed to actually record team drills. It doesn't even matter what team, whether it's defensive, offensive, or special teams. And they were running special teams drills later on in this video, which is why I kind of kept the camera away from them, so that I could keep recording. But had I recorded them actually snapping and punting and all that, the Indianapolis Colts had asked me to take it down, and of course I would if they asked me to, because I don't want to get any bad with them. But yeah, wow, there's Quentin, there's great Quentin Nelson right there. You know what? Come on, Fries. Why don't you grab that foot and hold on to it? I'd like to see that happen. See, these guys are grabbing and pulling. Even the defensive linemen are doing that. Why can't they? I guess you just ain't as flexible, Mr. 75. I guess you're just not as flexible. But it's alright. I understand. You gotta be a mountain, right? You're not a mountain mover. You're the mountain, so you don't have to be flexible. Offensive line looked pretty good. There's Defo. That's my favorite guy right there. I ended up telling the Colts. So I'm going to have an interview one-on-one interview. We're still working through who it's going to be. But we're going to have a one-on-one interview this Thursday, if I can make it to camp. And I told him, if Buck wants to, I'll do it. And he said, well, you know, being that he's not on the field and kind of injured, he probably isn't going to be willing to do that. But he'd keep him in mind for me in the future. So, freaking A. You know, there's Quiddy and Buck talking, you know. EJ Speed had a nice interception to end the whole day of practice. It was fantastic. You know who surprised me the most, and I even talked about this guy earlier, Juju Brents. Juju has been playing this entire practice during team periods. He was playing physical. He laid a pop on somebody. I can't remember who it was. But guy caught the ball. Juju came up. It was caught along the sideline. Juju came up and popped him so hard. I mean, he laid in. I'm like, Juju, you're 6'3", but you're only like a $185 or something like that. You know, he's not a big dude. He's a beanpole. But he really went in there and put a licking on him, which tells me he's not afraid to play physical, which I am incredibly happy about that. I was telling some guys I wish that he would add probably 10 pounds to his frame, make him look a little bit more like I think he'd look more like Julian Blackman at that point. Blackman, again, another guy who was injured today, but was out there practicing or warming. Him and a few guys, especially him and Kenny, since, you know, they're both on the injury list. They were kind of working out with each other a lot. You'll see that later on. There's Big Mo. He's also got, you know, some injury issues going on. Kylan had a big catch. Kylan Granson, nice catch today as well. So, you know, of the tight ends, I think he looked the best today. Wow. I don't know. Is it me or does 65 with the hair and beard and face kind of remind you a little bit of AC, right? Anthony Costanzo. I mean, he's not him, but I'm just saying body build and hair and face and all that. Just pointing it out. Number 78, though, he a big boy. Yeah. Ryan Kelly. I expect a huge bounce back year for him. Gus Bradley, you know, talking with Defo. We didn't get to talk to Bradley today, but it is what it is. All right, guys. It's coming up on where the music ends, probably in about another minute or so. So I just want to remind everybody, if you've made it this far, congrats. All right. Please smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you're not subscribed. And tag that notification bell so that you're notified next time we go live or upload a video. And please, you know, best way of me getting my content out is word of mouth. Share it. Social media. You know, you got a social media, you got friends, family, tell them about me. All right. That'd be incredibly helpful. And if you want to donate to the channel, there's a link in the description to do so. Appreciate you. All right, there we go. One-handed grabs by Kenny Moore. Seems like there's a lot more music that goes on throughout the rest of this whole thing. So I'm going to let this drop on silent and you can just watch. I don't know what else to say about it. There's a lot of stuff that you can glean from this. It's just, I have a hard time trying to block out the music itself. Right. So, well, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them in the comment section as well. And until next time, I'm Lawrence Owen. This is Colts Law, and as usual, have a good one.